Cappies, oh my cappies. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are well. Cappies. I hear like this, so here's the riddle, right? If you're only as big as the people around you get, and everything is interconnected and happens with a reason, then how do you figure out what has value and what doesn't? Or does it all have value? Or is it all meaningless? Right? Like that's that energy that's coming through. Um, and I guess, you know, my best like personal just me like Christina answering it would be hindsight's 2020. Sometimes you just don't know until you figure it out down the road, you know what I mean? And you can go through a terrible experience and then you can look at it and be like, okay, wow, well, I can see how that impacted my life in this way. And I can see why like how this had a positive influence here. And, like, I don't know. I guess I think of like being married, and I really did love my husband, but he never saw me as a person. You know what I mean? I was just somebody said this to me the other day. You're attracted to people who view you as an asset. And I was like, fuck, damn, ouch. So true. you know? So true. I'm still figuring that one out, but that's the gist of it, you know? And yet, I had the opportunity to raise two beautiful boys, and like I know that they're safe with their father, and even if there are things that are bad about that relationship, like, can I see the good, and how can I see good in limitation? And it's like, well, I don't know. You just got to look really hard. you got to see how everything plays out, and you got to understand, like, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew the answer to the riddle myself, but I feel like if you're not uncovering like the entirety of a riddle, or maybe you are uncovering an entirety of a riddle, just because I don't know, I'm not a cappy. You know what I mean? Like maybe you do know. And you're figuring it out, and you are finding value um, in the limitations that you've experienced. Because if you aren't experiencing limitations, then you aren't seeing where you need to grow, right? Like if you were just comfortable all of the time, then you would just be the same person of always and forever. And if you have to go through experiences that make you stronger, then it makes you better, you know? And that's a beautiful thing. And you had to go through hell to get there, but you're better for it. You know what I mean? Cappies. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Star. Oh, well, yeah, because I feel like there's just this idea of like there's been a lot of backstabbing, there's been a lot of manipulation, and it's like, what good is there to be had in that? And I don't, you know, I think that I'm going to take it back like 10 steps here. Hope you stick along for the ride. I think that love and light are beautiful, pure, whole things that are corrupted by people who have an inability to stand in the darkness. And I think that there's an idea of being forced to stand in the darkness, being forced to recognize yourself in the darkness. Um, like if that's somebody who goes to church and they're, like super high and mighty, and I'm a Christian and I do this and I do that and da 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 da, but you are manipulative and conniving and backstabbing, then okay, well, are you? hmm Yeah, I'm going to smile and nod and walk away. You know, and I kind of get the feeling that you're seeing your your darkness, but you're wanting to uncover your light, um, and bring healing to, I don't know, I feel like yourself, others, I feel like it's just kind of this again, in all things be all things. And, like I need to love myself in order to love other people. And I need to, like, if I don't want people to treat me this way, then I need to not treat people that way. And if I'm hyper defensive and I'm ready to fight or I'm ready to attack, like, can I not acknowledge how that creates a hostile living environment and, like makes communication and healing harder to accomplish? It's just kind of this, like, I feel like you're just like shuffling one of those Rubik cubes, you know, and trying to kind of like put it all into place because it just feels like it was really feeling out of place and not making any sense to you. Um, or you're dealing with somebody who's in that energy, who's wanting to better understand, like how things played out, you know, and how it is that they can find the good in the limitations, how it is that they can move forward without holding their head like in shame. Because I don't think if you're going through a process you should experience shame. I just think that there should be accountability, and that's not interchangeable. um, Queen of Wands, Fairy Stallion, Four of Pentacles, and Seven of Swords. Yeah, because I mean, I think that you're ready to move past it. I think you're ready to, like feel comfortable, in your home and in creating what you're creating. But this card also does have the idea of, like, be careful with getting too comfortable because you could get, like, it could be that you become trapped in the burrow. And I feel like there's this idea of wanting to really move forward and wanting to, I mean, the Seven of Swords is the idea of like, you haven't heard the call, but like you're ready to hear the call. But I feel like there's almost this idea of just sorting through these thoughts and this emotional process. You know what I mean? Okay. Cappies. The King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the 12 of Wands. I mean, this is the idea of like a sound financial decision, a message, parting ways, like leaving one shore to go to the next. Um, so it could be that you're stepping into more financial abundance. Um, you're getting a job offer, you're finding your apartment, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there are all of these things that are happening that are really great for you. And I just feel like your energy is a little bit in that like headspace right now, of you trying to like uncover what it is, like what is there for me to uncover here, to like a value to find. The King, Alithia, and the Lover. Yeah, well, I feel like you're ready to stand in the truth of your power and your love. I feel like you are ready to exit outside of a village mentality that is limiting and confining, to you and to the people around you. Because the idea of the village is that you can't get any bigger than the people in the village want you to get, right? And the village will put you in your place real quick. And it's like, okay, well, you can choose to be a part of a village that keeps you, like limited to their perception of you and their judgment of you. But do you even want to be a part of a village that has misperceptions and poor judgments, or good judgments that are used to the benefit of them and not you? You know what I mean? It's just kind of like I don't know, it just feels very like there's it limiting, and trying to understand how these limitations, like what good there can be that can be found through these limitations. um, and I want to say discovering a truth, moving forward in life, experiencing a lot of love, experiencing a lot of excitement. The Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Fairy Stallion. You've got some big playing cards here, Cap. I think that you're making big moves. I think you're in a good place. I feel like you're just trying to do the Rubik's Cube. All right. Well, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.